Hey folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. North Georgia's only live online morning show. Now this is the phone number. You can reach the show and the email address and the social media. I was just sitting here listening. Wait a minute.
Place filled with a bunch of, semi-literate primitive monkeys. I just have zero sympathy for them or their culture. A culture where people just don't use toilet paper or forks.
Give me just a minute. I want to listen to the Tucker Carlson racist comments.
And the way they treat women, I agree with you. Their culture is, but you're in their homeland, and you're over there as an American who they hate, and they want nothing more than the Americans off of their soil. So they're not going to play games.
Secondly, they can just shut the fuck up and obey, is my view.
Whoa, that was a bad word. I didn't know that was coming, folks. I'm sorry. That was a bad word. Well. Sorry. Woo. Please forgive. I did not know that bad word was coming. All right, Nancy Pelosi. It's like a sport. Howard Cosell on sports. Nancy Pelosi said yesterday she will not look to impeach the President of the United States. What say you? I don't know. Let's see. Why do you think? Let's go through, okay? Now, Nancy comes out yesterday and she says, and I want to look at this just a minute. Nancy says, hey, it's not worth it. Okay, let me get to all the little clips and then we'll discuss what we think about the reason Nancy will not. Oh, the Democrats picked Milwaukee. We will talk about that. Okay, we showed this earlier, I think, number 22, right at 5:05 a.m. this morning. This is the top news. He's just not worth it. House Speaker says she is not for impeachment of Trump. Okay. He's just not worth it. Okay. That's let's go to Adam Schiff. They went to him, number 23. He's just not worth it. Adam Schiff, that's what he said. He's not worth it. We've got to get the information we really need. Number 28, Pelosi against impeaching Trump, barring something compelling and overwhelming and bipartisan. All right? Barring something compelling, overwhelming, and bipartisan, it's not worth it. She's against it. All right? We read her statement on it. Just really quickly, let's show this one more time. 32. Evidence not there yet for Trump impeachment. Okay? Schiff and Nadler. Now, let's keep this in mind while we have this up. You got to understand, in the House of Representatives, okay, in the House of Representatives, impeachment starts, and the arm that they use for impeachment is the Judiciary Committee. That's where it starts. And it would go through Gerard Nadler, and yes, that's what he wants to do. And so let's talk about impeachment for a minute. Let's go ahead and go back to, let me give me number 28. Barring compelling and overwhelming and bipartisan evidence. Now, the Republicans did their part to obstruct the President of the United States for 2 years. Now, you and I know that, okay? Now, maybe if you're new to the show, let me clear it up now. I am not a Republican. I want to be clear on that. I am not. I don't go around saying I am a Republican. I wave the Republican flag. No, I do not. I just say that the Republicans told me a better lie. If you take my personal constitution as a conservative that believes in the United States Constitution, Republicans told me a better lie. So for the last 2 years, and there are some Republicans out there that I like, I haven't met a Democrat. It's been a while since I met a Democrat that I really just get along with. But that being said, so for 2 years, the president has been obstructed by, he got the tax cuts through. But, you know, he made 2 deals, and I'm going to tell you, he put Mitch McConnell's wife as the head of transportation there, Secretary of Transportation, McConnell's wife, okay? And the Secretary of Transportation and McConnell are probably funneling all kinds of money through Kentucky at certain areas that you know, continue to make them millions of dollars probably, okay? But Trump says, you know, I'm going to make the deal with Mitch McConnell. I need him to push my agenda. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to make his wife Secretary of Transportation, and Mitch will thank me for that, and I will be Mitch's friend, and Mitch will move legislation I want done that I promise the American people. Second, he said, you know what, Paul Ryan, I want to make friends with Paul Ryan, okay? He's a good old Wisconsin boy, you know, up there, Cheesehead, Green Bay Packers, all-American boy. So I'm going to make friends with him. I'm going to put another cheesehead in here with me, Reince Priebus, Chief of Staff from Wisconsin, Priebus. And I think Priebus will be able to go talk cheesehead to cheesehead, and I will be able to win over Paul Ryan with my cheesehead. And that's a good step forward for the state of Wisconsin. State of Wisconsin got the Chief of Staff there in the White House, something to be proud of. So that's what I'll do. And both Paul Ryan and Mitch McConnell are the pieces of you-know-what that they have been, will be, have been, they are today, and will always be, except we still have Mitch. So you got screwed for 2 solid years. The President of the United States has done an amazing job, amazing, without Congress. He's not a dictator without Congress. Anything he's been legally able to do, regulations, cutting regulations, executive orders, anything he can legally do, it has been amazing what this man has done as President of the United States. Anything he has needed a Republican for, although they come out and say, oh, we support the president, they have their groups run out to the mic. Right now, I'm down to trusting like Doug Collins and Jim Jordan and Mark Meadows. I'm down to trusting only like 3 or 4, maybe 5 or 6 right now, and I'm serious about that. Okay? No, I don't trust Kevin McCarthy. Don't go there with me, okay? I don't trust Kevin McCarthy. He would be absolutely no different than Paul Ryan, and Kevin McCarthy knows he is the minority right now, and if he doesn't look like he supports the president 100%, his ass will be kicked out that fast. But that being said, now the 2 years, Nancy runs. No cooperation with the president of the United States. None whatsoever. All right? And she says she's against impeachment. Remember a couple of weeks ago on the Sunday show, okay? Nadler said, or was it Nadler? Nadler said, yes, persuasion. Persuading the public. So what they're going to do now, all right, and this is my opinion on the impeachment, it's not off the table. This is an election stunt, nothing more than an election stunt. Just like the one where they said Nancy wouldn't be Speaker of the House. So what Nancy is going to do is Mueller's report's going to come out. They can't find no collusion. They can't find no obstruction. Mueller's report's going to have some dribs and drabs start leaking, okay, just like Cohen lying 2 weeks ago to Congress. There's going to be things leak out of that. It's going to give Nadler and Schiff, let's go back to 32, enough to keep the investigation running all through the election. The investigation of Trump, if you think If you think they're not going to do everything to get his tax returns, if you don't think they sent out 81 letters, you think that's the end of it, okay? If you think that Jerry Nadler and Schiff are not going to investigate every move this man has made, and they're going to try to do everything they can, along with the media, to get Republicans pushed down, yes, get the American people pushed down, and the underlying campaign theme from the Republicans, maybe not the Democrats, will be, if reelected, they'll impeach him anyway. Their goal is the water cooler talk 2 months in September. They want the water cooler talk is, are you talking anywhere? They want that percentage to say, you know, I'd like to vote for Trump, but they're just going to impeach him anyway. Well, Nancy said they're not going to. Did you see everything they got on him? Do you see everything they have? No, they're just going to impeach him anyway. Okay? This is all an election. This is all part of it. I want to say this. I really do think they're going to impeach him anyway as a campaign stunt. Only time will tell, but we will see, okay? Then they will have everybody in subtle ways campaigning against the President of the United States. Put up number 36, okay? Did I not email it to you just now? With no? Yeah, I didn't tell you. That's right. I'm sorry. I didn't tell you I sent it to you. I'm sorry. When the show was going on and I sent Josh a new picture, I give him a heads up. There's something in his inbox, so I did not. But when you get a chance there, get number 36 up, because Trump will have to run against the fact, not the fact, but what they're saying, they'll impeach him anyway. And he'll have to run against this guy right here, Paul Ryan. Watch and see what happens. It's these little things will keep coming out. Paul Ryan, some Democrats could beat Trump in 2020. Okay? This is yesterday. Former Speaker Paul Ryan, from Wisconsin, left open the possibility of a Democrat defeating President Trump in 2020 election on Monday during a lecture in Florida. Let's see, he's from Wisconsin. He's doing a lecture in Florida. Yesterday, the Democrats announced they're going to be in Milwaukee for their convention. He gives a lecture, says Trump can be beat. All on the same day. And you think some of that is just coincidence. Former Speaker Paul Ryan left open the possibility of a Democrat defeating President Trump in 2020 election on Monday during a lecture in Florida. During an address in Vero Beach reported by the TCPalm.com, Ryan told attendees that Trump would be unable to win election based on his personality alone. The person who defines that race is going to win the race. If this is about Donald Trump and his personality, he isn't going to win it, Ryan said, according to the local news outlet. Now, it goes on to say about Paul Ryan leaving the House and retiring. He's retiring. And the back and forth between Trump and Paul Ryan over Charlottesville. Right there. Well, I'm just saying, because I tell you, there's a lot of groups getting together, a lot of focus groups getting together, trying to figure out how to win in 2020. And it's going to be a long road to win in 2020, because the media is carrying the water. Okay, Beto O'Rourke, if he doesn't win, right here he is at go to number see, where is he at there? Here's one. Number 24. All in one caption from CNN is Beto O'Rourke and his family, and they are at the premiere of Running Beto, an HBO special about this guy running for Senate against Ted Cruz in Texas and losing. It's a special on losing, but it's a campaign kickoff documentary from HBO. And he is going to Iowa this Saturday to campaign for a Democrat. So you can't, you're the fight out there that's in front of people to try to keep Donald Trump president of the United States. Then you have Stacey Abrams. 2020 is definitely on the table. Then you got former VP Biden addressing labor organizations in D.C. today. We got to run against the media. We got to run against Republicans. And we got to run against the Democrats and the socialists, the deep state. Wow. I'm your host, BKP. Let's take a break. We got a lot more to go over when we get back.